In recent events, several corporate giants have made headlines by pivoting away from their previously lauded commitments to diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI. This shift has prompted discussions about the sincerity and sustainability of corporate social responsibility. Today, we scrutinize these decisions and explore the implications behind the actions of prominent companies such as Walmart, Molson Coors, Toyota, Tractor Supply, and John Deere. Let's begin with Walmart, a company that once championed DEI principles. The retail giant has now diverted its focus to the concept of belonging. While belonging may sound inclusive, critics argue that it can be a vague and ambiguous term, potentially allowing the company to sidestep the tangible DEI metrics that hold it accountable. By shifting its narrative, Walmart risks diluting the urgency of addressing systemic inequities in its workforce, raising concerns about whether belonging is merely a smokescreen for reducing their focus on diversity and inclusion efforts. Next, we turn our attention to Molson Coors, a prominent name in the beverage industry. The company recently decided to abandon external scoring systems that guided their DEI initiatives. These systems aren't just arbitrary numbers. They provide an objective measure of a company's progress in fostering an inclusive environment. By stepping away from these external checks, Molson Coors raises questions about transparency and commitment to real change. It begs the question, are they truly invested in diversity, or are they opting for a more self-serving path that lacks accountability? Meanwhile, Toyota has publicly stated that it does not employ hiring quotas or tie compensation to diversity metrics. This stance has sparked debate about the effectiveness and sincerity of their DEI efforts. By distancing themselves from measurable diversity targets, Toyota risks diminishing the incentive to prioritize equitable hiring. Without these metrics, the danger is stagnant progress that may result in a homogeneous workforce, disconnected from the diverse communities they serve. In the agricultural equipment industry, we see a similar trend with Tractor Supply and John Deere, two influential players, who have scaled back their DEI initiatives amid external pressure. It raises eyebrows when companies retract their diversity efforts, prompting worries about the influence of stakeholder pressures. Scaling back on DEI can be interpreted as a regression in corporate responsibility, potentially undermining years of progress towards more equitable workplaces. In conclusion, these moves by Walmart, Molson Coors, Toyota, Tractor Supply, and John Deere illustrate a broader issue within corporate culture, a tendency to retreat from DEI commitments when it becomes inconvenient or scrutinized. Brands that once proudly displayed their DEI commitments must be held accountable for maintaining those promises. It's crucial for consumers and employees to demand transparency and sustained efforts in diversity, equity, and inclusion. As these companies navigate the complexities of modern business, the question remains, will they choose the path of true inclusivity, or will they bury these commitments under the guise of strategic shifts? In the ever-evolving landscape of corporate responsibility, the answers they provide will shape the future of workplace equality.